Okay, so we are going to ascend the hatch. Actually, before I go, I should have done this off camera. My apologies. Let's get a save in. Don't know if you guys seen the save system. It's pretty fluid, so not very intrusive. Let's try our fire extinguisher at everything.
I don't think even this thing's powerful enough to take that door down.
Probably not.
I was obviously out of my element. That made no sense whatsoever.
We agree.
Seems like a good idea, using the extinguisher to crack open the hatch. But that idea ain't but a few think ticks away from imagining that can bouncing all over the room at pressure, filling the place with cloud and powder and knocking a Joe's lights all the way out.
Yes, maybe. Oh, cracked surface. What's this?
Got a serious structural hazard over here. I need something stout and hefty and swung like mad to bring that wall to the ground. Right then and there, I thought of placing the fire extinguisher on the desk so as to help steer it and set it loose on the cracked surface of the wall. I could make tracks from this place and never look back. It came to me then that doing so would make a mighty commotion, though, and these starry jamooks would be all over me like a shot. I'd never get to explore whatever it was hiding on the other side of that ladder. No, there I stood, a Joe with one foot in a mystery and the other missing a shoe. They dragged me here against my will, and I wasn't gonna leave without first finding out just what the hell they were all about. I had to think of something else.
Mr. Archetype sure is chatty. That noir style.
Yeah, that would make one steady, guided, fire-extinguishing rocket. But I need something to fasten it to the rail. All right, made a nice little sliding hook thing. Halfway there. There we go. One radical red-hot ram rocket ready to go. It's ready, steady, and aimed. Fire! I hope I've done you proud, Mac Viper.
Who's Mac Viper? Okay. Mac Viper. Sorry guys, I don't know that one. Do not know Mac Viper.
This looks like some kind of diary or log of some kind.
Well, let's read it.
Whoa! That seemed to make a lot of things happen at once. Alright, let's see now. October 13th.
It's so hard to get accustomed to the sickening stench of this dreadful fishing town, but apparently it's important to him that we establish our base here, so we just take it. Decorating coming along nicely. No end to the work.
A lot of long and boring entries follow. Seems like some kind of complicated records. Let me skip ahead a bit. Let's see. July 6th.
We're all accustomed to the stench. It's probably imbued in everyone by now. Summoned the Haunter, and he came in a flickering form of a tall, swarthy man with skin made of ebony. Ignored my words and asked for the book, then disappeared upon my answer. We must find it, no matter what.
July 13th.
His incomplete form is frustrating. Must find the book. We must find it. That idiot Bright left the hatch open, and Lumen snuck up here into the summoning chamber to try to get the Haunter's mark. What did the fool think would happen? We don't even bother storing their ashes in the urn anymore. Just leave them there as a reminder to anyone stupid enough to try that again.
August 6th.
Sister Halo's matchstick hobby proved to come in handy. Praise the Haunter! I could scarcely believe my senses when at last she finalized the structure and Brothers Bright and Gleam dropped the cannonball on it. Not only did it not destroy what she built, but it lodged itself in the circular space above the stone and is exerting such pressure on the latticework that you can take a shovel to it and it won't cave in. It's good to have some smart people join the ranks for a change. Only she and I know how to breach it and get to the stone, so that should at least keep our numbers from dropping.
August 7th.
Private investigator making waves in Darkham looking for leads on the book. Might be a dark blessing in disguise. We just stay on his tail and track him to see if he digs up any leads.
The book? The Necronomicon? Is that me they're talking about? August 13th.
Rejoicing! It's very possible that the hostess's fetch dog has sniffed out the book. Time to retire him and go for the prize ourselves.
Hostess. Why did that sound familiar? Anyway, that crazily angled stone. I wanted it.
if only to get back at these star-obsessed maniacs.
Okay. But how do we get it? I don't think we're going to be able to just reach through this lattice work and grab it.
A delicate and intricate latticework of what looked to be matches, surrounding some jagged, shimmering stone and somehow supporting the kind of cannonball what looks like it was made to bring down battleships. I realize how crazy that sounds, yet here it is before me. A pretty martial-looking cannonball suspended somehow above that glowing rock by some order of matchstick engineering genius. It's held in place firmly by the match's structure. Quite impressive and unmovable.
I feel like you could just pick that up, like if you had the physical strength, like...
An immense rusty telescope hanging intimidatingly overhead. It's too high for me to reach. The inscription above it says, "Here lie in ashes all brothers and sisters foolish enough to think that the stone from the stars chose them to be marked by the Haunter." I have no use for former cultists, in ash form or not. There's a drawer underneath this urn thing. Inside the dusty drawer, there was one solitary rusty spoon. Unwritten private investigator wisdom says you never know when you could use a rusty spoon.
Doesn't look that rusty to me.
A spoon. Good for scooping things out. I don't even want to speculate on what these lunatics were using it for. Three light bulbs are lit up on this control panel. They're all red. I examine the darkened stone altar that held the trapezohedron. Creepy thing. Unusual markings adorned all sides of it. That's some kind of occult scratch. Looks to symbolize that shine rock on the pedestal. It's just a drawing. Eerie, but a drawing. It's a strange, self-illuminating weirdly angled rock thing. The dubious match-constructed security structure won't let me get my hands on it. I think their only use is indicating stuff.
Just taking a look at everything before we go and try to actually solve the puzzle.
Looks like these cuckoo birds tried to tar up the windows and failed miserably. I've played with tar enough for today.
Have you though? Have you though? Alright, so just these books left, and then I think that's it.
It's the third book in a row. The cover consists entirely of a weird symbol. It's the second book in a row. There's some kind of symbol on its cover, and that's about it. It's the first book in a row. An arcane symbol adorns its cover.
Alright, so it's probably got something to do with this strange symbol here and these panel lights. I can't really see this symbol at all, so that's great.
I've opened it at its bookmark. The stone from the stars is a window on all time and space. It is within it that the Haunter sleeps while the yellow sun reigns, and it is from its circular gate that the Haunter's incomplete form rises when the words are spoken. Nor shall he ever rise in his true form until the forbidden book be by his side. No end to the work.
Wait, I just need to interact.
I've opened it at its bookmark. It is known that touching the stone from the stars might cast upon a mortal being the mark of the Hunter. But none should do it unless prepared to face his cold black flames and turn to ashes and dust. No living soul can know whom the Haunter chooses to mark and grant vision beyond time and place. No end to the work.
And the last one.
I've opened it at its bookmark. For the butcher is the end of all, and the followers of him who lingers in the night's threshold must keep the slaying one from ever setting eye or laying hand upon the book. The butcher brings but... The rest is unreadable. The butcher? Huh. That's new. Whoa! Wouldn't know what to do with it.
What do you... Oh, we could take the lens, maybe?
Looks to be quite powerful. I don't think I can pry it out with my bare hands.
What about with the rusty spoon?
I carefully placed the spoon in between the lens and the metal covering and... voila! The lens was now mine.
Just threw the rag away?
All right, nice and clean and letting the light through.
Do I gotta put it back in, you think?
I'm getting closer. I can feel it, but that's not it. Sweet.
Okay. I still don't understand how he couldn't just grab it to start with. It's just a bunch of matches, right? I feel like I could easily snap a bunch of matches.
I most certainly did not burst into cold black flames. So much for this numbskull cult's credibility. It did feel, weird. Weird.
So, presume that's it for here? But what to do now?
Wrapping this thing up won't make...
Wait, can I grab the cannonball? I can. And that should hopefully allow me to weigh enough to pull down the standard.
All right, I'm now 1 cannonball heavier. Let's see what happens. That was a first, and a last.
Okay, so we've gotten... We didn't actually get the standard at all. Really? We just got the flagpole.
It would almost fit, but it'd be too loose. I need it firmly stuck in there.
Okay. Hooray for just trying stuff. Did we look at the desk?
Not a particularly interesting starry cult desk, if you ask me. I'm not into this desk at all.
Can we use this to crack this open?
Not by itself.
Not by itself. Okay. Huh.
No need for a flagpole on this.
Can't reach.
Can't reach, he says. What if we climbed a ladder? Just takes us back up. Okay. Are we missing anything here? So I was gonna say that getting that trapezohedron, nailed it, was pretty easy, but now we've gotten a little more difficult puzzle, it seems, in getting out.
Not enough tar over here for that.
Okay, well, maybe we go back into our room and collect tar on the stick.
Let's get this stick, sticky.
Well said. Spoken like a true speaker man. I got a freaking hammer now, huh?
There's just one thing I want to say before I do it.
Oh, I'm just reading this real quick. I like the second one. Freedom is what we do with what is done to us.
Hammer time!
Oh, of course. The hell? Do we have magic powers now? That was a short chapter. So this is chapter 3, Fishmouth.
Alright, you two, here we are. Ugh. Just call me when you need my services. I'm getting as far away from this dump as possible. See yous.
Yep, thanks. So, here we are, kitty. Fishmouth. Is this foul, rotting sea life odor in any way mouth-watering to you?
Please, it's sickening, and I'd literally rather be anywhere else right now, but we've got a job to do.
Let's find Finman's before we revisit my lunch and dinner.
So here we are, chapter 3, a new location, Fishmouth. Excuse me. It's cool. I'm glad to be in a different location. It does look nice, and it does thematically match the rest of the game, but it is a little disappointing that so far it looks like more of the same. But hopefully when we start exploring these buildings, we'll get a little more visual variety, because this place is supposed to be pretty different and interesting. It's supposed to be fish people and stuff going on about, so everything's just kind of purple and pink. I'm looking for a little change of pace, but anyway, still enjoying the game, still think it looks great. But we're going to pause it here for now, and I'll see you next time.